Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, March 14th.
FPL bills are going to go up in the month of April to reflect fuel and storm costs, but we've also proposed a lower bill starting in May.
That's Chris McGrath, spokesman for Florida Power and Light. He explains to Amy Cherry the rationale behind the rate hike tied to storm and fuel costs.
Some of the fuel is due to the high gas prices in 2022. Some of that is partially offset by lower than projected gas prices in 2023. So there are multiple things at play on the fuel portion of customer bills. Ultimately, the fuel charge would go down in April, but there's a total bill increase, and that's what customers should know. The bill will go up in April, and that's due to storm cost recovery for Hurricanes Ian and Nicole.
McGrath says bills will go up about 11% in April and then likely down in May, but they're still up overall.
The bill today for FPL is just shy of $130 for a typical 1,000 kilowatt hour residential customer bill. In April, it would go up about 11% to about $144. And then in May, it would go down to just shy of $140.
He says bill changes from month to month aren't common, and while McGrath doesn't anticipate bills to change for the rest of the year, he cautions.
Natural gas prices are volatile, so it's something we monitor on a daily basis. But crystal ball is a difficult thing when you talk about gas prices.
But there are steps you can take to reduce costs.
Simple things like changing your AC filter once a month, being mindful to turn off ceiling fans when you leave a room.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
A Palm Coast Cupcake Shop's TikTok video goes viral. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley tells us more about the Cupcake Cafe video.
He had gone into a local business to purchase his wife a cake in fear that he would not survive an upcoming surgery. The good news is he did make it through the surgery and is recovering.
Cupcake shop owner Teresa Tazewell wouldn't let the man pay for the cake in advance and made him a deal. Come back in himself and pay for that cake, or if the surgery wasn't successful, she'd tell his wife the cake was paid for. Deputy Jenkins with Flagler County's Community Policing Alpha Squad heard about it and wanted to do more.
Deputy Jenkins arranged for deputies to welcome him at the store along with his wife to help celebrate their birthday. This is guardianship community policing at its best, and I really commend our team for taking the time to build the relationships that they have in our community.
The heartwarming TikTok video got more than 5 million views. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Palm Coast is hosting a workshop today. This is Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast.
The Palm Coast City Council has a workshop meeting in the community wing of City Hall at 9 a.m. Workshop meetings are an opportunity for City Council to discuss projects and initiatives in a public setting, but no decisions are made during workshop meetings. This meeting will include interviews of potential candidates for the city's Planning and Land Development Regulation Board, as well as a presentation by the Parks and Recreation Department on fee structures for the Aquatic Center and the Southern Recreation Center. The final item on the agenda involves consideration for City Council meetings to begin with a non-denominational invocation. The City Attorney will present a draft resolution for the invocation policy for discussion. Once again, the meeting begins at 9 a.m. in the community wing of City Hall, 160 Lake Avenue.
What is InvisiCook?
That answer from the president and CEO of InvisiCook, Curtis Celebos.
In InvisiCook, what we've done is we've created a way to cook on top of your countertops with no heat and no burners.
Celebos said that it's an induction cooking technology that took him from 0 to 150 dealers in about 4.5 years. He said that 3 factories manufacture InvisiCook.
We have our factory in China that we do all our electrical components. Then we have our factory in Germany, which does all of Europe, South Africa, the Middle East for sales and building the units. And then we have our factory here in Bunnell, Florida, that takes care of all of North America, South America, and the South Pacific.
Celebos said that it all started here in Bunnell. The Business Report is on WNZF Saturday mornings at 10 and on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, what do people think of the concept of the InvisiCook technology? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.